control. State control of voting. Yes. Mhm. Voting is a responsibility of the states. The United States Constitution gives each state the right to decide its requirements for voting, even for national legislatures and presidential electors. The only federal rule to be followed is that the right to vote shall not be denied any person because of race, creed, color, or sex. Yes. Now, yesterday, I explained to you that this kidnapping is interfering with the governmental function of elections. And when it interferes with the elections of the United States, that would be federal. Now, when you use the full faith and credit of the United States Constitution to issue dissolutions of marriage and protection orders, and there are no rights to the individuals named as parties, it is actual federal jurisdiction, and that means that the United States Supreme Court could hear the case in any state of the United States. Now, let's say they want to hear the case. They want to hear the case of the county right now that decided that they were going to violate all the rights of the parties named and the minors named. Yes. And to accomplish that, they were going to use fraud, forgery, and felony. And I informed them that my state issued identification has been falsified, that the individual precinct officers are liable for their obligation to support, yes, the actual laws of the United States and the United States Constitution. Now, they would say that duty for support of laws is only when they're within the precinct, because I've been reading last night, yes. But I would say any knowledge of not supporting the laws is an obligation of those that have a duty to the precinct. You can't say, well, wow, in a precinct meeting, yes, when doing my duty, I do have knowledge of felony, treason, and kidnapping. Peep! Now, the state voting and control of it, yes. As a voter and a citizen of the United States, yes. Let's say I'm in Lithuania. Pew! And the United States Supreme Court decides to hear the case. And it happens to do with voting rights, elections, democracy, full faith and credit, yes, and treason. And I say, well, since I'm a citizen of the United States and I happen to be in a foreign nation, yes, doing whatever I'm doing, why don't we just rent a hotel room right now? Now, the Supreme Court justices of the United States can hear any case right now in any jurisdiction of the world when it involves the individual citizens of the United States. And it's easier for me to move them, yes, than to move my whole family. See, it's not the physical location of the court that gives you the authority. No, it's the appointment of the actual justices themselves. They have not only the jurisdiction as the boundaries of the United States, yes, territories and possessions, they have the jurisdiction of the citizens of the United States of America. Now, for the idiots that think right now that there's no obligation for the Supreme Court justices of the United States to remove the fraud, yes, of the dissolution of marriage and the protection order, yes, so as to protect the voting rights, so as to protect democracy and elections, right? They actually do have that obligation.